because like he didn't want his family, or whatever.
Are they still up on Cinemassacre? Or what's the deal?
Cinemassacre. Oh, I forgot that was a fucking thing. The funniest thing about Cinemassacre is that they're basically just putting all of their videos on Odyssey and then they embed it on Cinemassacre.
Nice.
It's so funny. Like, I'm so glad Odyssey and other like alternative platforms. Wow, at least the nerds there fucking using copyrighted movie footage and like plagiarizing from like articles from years ago. Like that's fucking Odyssey OC content, dude. Lawrence Southern is behind this. Signs off, co-signed.
Lawrence Southern. What about what about what about what about her half black Irish boyfriend?
I wish him the best, honestly. I don't know.
I remember there was like a lot of people shit themselves over that, and I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
to be
her
honest,
sister shit herself.
it seems to me that Lawrence Southern has come out of the other side of this looking pretty respectable. In all honesty, and I don't want to be sitting here talking about this shit that doesn't matter, but like, I can think of much worse people who have come from these circles.
Oh yeah, like anybody with the fucking. A lot of them aren't even on the internet anymore. That were like real big circle, like 2016.
Yeah, it's awfully weird how that happens. How anyone legitimate is either fucking shadow banned into oblivion or fucking are totally bought off and become like a complete shill. And I don't know. Yeah. Then like you have other people. It's like maybe you were just a provocateur and that's why you're gone.
Maybe. I don't know, man. It's fucking strange though. Like the climate in general. Like it's everything's so unpredictable. There's like no safe prediction to make almost.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point where fucking hologram president, all but proven to be true. We just gotta wait till someone tries to fucking assassinate him. We'll find out for sure if the bullet goes right through him or not. I don't know.
Nate Biden.
I was fucking hologram president pilling my friend today. I showed him the video of Biden like clipping right through a microphone. No, that's not a hologram. That's a fucking green screen video. But in all reality, it's a combination of holograms, deep fakes, green screens, CGI, everything you got. That's what's happening. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to segue into any other topics quite yet. But I do think things are getting fucking bizarre. That's for damn sure.
They are.
Yeah.
But what about the Wendigos in the woods?
Holograms, deepfakes.
Holograms.
AI
so we got this
deepfakes.
horse that's gonna get scared.
My favorite e-girl hologram deepfakes.
Yo, here's where I was going with this before we go into anything else. Fucking now I'm remembering back to the Rittenhouse trial. Same shit was going on. People's feet. I wish I had thought of this before we started streaming. People's feet were clipping through the goddamn floor.
Yeah.
What is the motivation here? Like, what is this? Why? I understand why there's a hologram president. It's because they want Mickey Mouse, someone who can't ever like flub, go against the system. They can't ever do anything. They are simply just a mouthpiece for the corporations or whatever the fuck. But I don't understand why there'd be deepfake Rittenhouse trial.
My thing is, I was wondering if the studios didn't like put that in to like make the trial look more. I don't know if they wanted more people there, make it look more important than it was, or
maybe
yeah.
I fucking want to go like full on Sandy Hook, Alex Jones with it. Like maybe none of it was real. Maybe none of these people were even real.
Like
that's where I'm at.
They're all these guys are actors.
Yeah, dude, it would I wouldn't shock me if they showed us like a video of a bunch of holograms getting their fucking arms blown off. Like it wouldn't even shock me at this point. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that's what's happening, but it's like you got to keep your eye out now because nothing is real. Everything's a deep fake.
Nothing's real. Everything's fake. All the anti-Christ system.
I photoshopped my legs and they clipped through the floor, and now I'm in a wheelchair.
Well, you see, Mod's wheelchair is 3-dimensional merging.
Wasn't this how the Philadelphia experiment went down?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that.
My wheelchair is also just a green cube.
If we accelerate his wheelchair to the exact speed, that will get the Palladians to visit.
Yeah, love them girls. Bring
You
more
gotta get the
Palladian
Palladian-
refugees, dude.
Palladian
Palladian
refugees.
hogs?
Palladian hogs.
Space hogs.
Space hogs.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Before we get into any more, I don't want to go into the video content yet. Let's fucking bitch and moan about Lord of the Rings. So
Sure,
me and Polak decided with nothing better to do the other night. We hate watched the first 2 episodes. And a lot of people online were bitching and moaning about like the action scenes. And yeah, they suck. But here's the thing. That was only in the first 5 minutes of the first episode. And for the next 2 episodes, you don't even have to worry about that. All it is bad exposition. Which is, I think, what everybody wanted.
What about the gentleman elf that gave up his immortality? Immortality.
We got an Obama elf. He's giving up his
Obama,
immortality
yeah.
because there is a fair woman. She do
Fair
be
woman.
enticing.
Pale woman.
Yeah, soap opera acting, Scar says. That's true. The acting's terrible. And honestly, I don't really want to blame the acting because like it's very it really they're trying to take the tone of the original trilogy, but the fucking script isn't there. The dialogue's not there. It sucks. So I don't even know if I can blame the acting at that point. Because of course it's going to sound insincere, and especially when it's delivered like it was in the original trilogy where everything is like important and like, you know what I mean, it's sincere, everything's got fucking gravity to it. Well, if the script doesn't have gravity, when you deliver it with gravity, it sounds retarded and boring. And that's what it is.
Thing, like, and the CGI was shitty, like the big monster.
I don't even know how to say if something's like shitty anymore. Like I've never liked CGI in my life.
Really bad,
it's terrible.
Like comparative.
Everything still looks like fucking PS2 cutscenes, and to me, I don't know.
It looked like, yeah.
The original trilogy, they used miniature models for most of the cities, and then touched the miniatures up in post. But
now
here it's just like green screen bullshit.
My biggest thing is like the orcs, man. That's where the biggest fucking that's just the biggest problem in the CGI. Like when you compare from, I'm not even gonna bring up fucking Ring of Power here, but fucking like comparing Lord of the Rings to fucking The Hobbit.
The orcs look like dog shit in The Hobbit.
Dude,
yeah.
well, in The Hobbit, they're all fucking, like, immaculately clean and fucking smooth and perfect. Whereas in the fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy, they are disgusting, filthy, stinky motherfuckers. And you can, like,
They look like
get
orcs.
that.
Yeah, the trilogy, they look like orcs. Like how orcs are supposed to look, and I imagine they stink like you would think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the most offensive part of all of this is when Galadriel was, like, going to the fucking, going to Valinor, going to the elf paradise or whatever, and they get there on a boat, and then she jumps off and swims back to Middle Earth because she got shit to do, dog. She swims back.
Like 5,000 miles.
I don't know.
The Great Sea that divides Valinor and Beleriand is twice the length of the Atlantic Ocean.
That bitch be swimming.
Scar says, the problem isn't even the diversity in the cast. It's the story that they pulled out of their butts in characters that don't make any sense and are nothing like how Tolkien wrote them. And you're right.
That's true,
And
yeah.
I was saying earlier, it's like if you have one black elf, I don't really mind. But when you have an equal number of black representatives of each race, then I can't suspend my disbelief. I know some asshole in a boardroom had a checklist and a quota. So I'm like thinking about this shit. I don't really care that much, dude. They're ruining whatever, dude. But the thing is, like, I cannot suspend my disbelief for that. I can't do it.
Like they have like two members of the same like friggin' family group, and like they're obviously different races. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it just don't feel right. That's for sure. And like the dwarf with like the black wife, like it's kind of funny. And if this were like the Lord of the Rings version of Spaceballs, like that might be a really good bit. I don't know what's going on here, and I don't know why. I don't want Lord of the Rings to be funny. That's half my problem with The Hobbit, is like The Hobbit could have been funny, but they went full Lord of the Rings with it, so you can't really mix humor in there.
Yeah.
There's a very
That
limited
and
space
I
for
do
humor.
think, like, yeah. Although I will say the main elf bitch is like pretty good looking.
She's fine as fuck, dude.
She's got that Palladian phenotype, like.
And supposedly she's in some decent movies and she can act. She's not given anything to work with. She bobs around in the water for 2 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
And here's actually the worst part is that she's wearing like just this white nightie, but like you can't see her tits. But like she's just bobbing
Yeah.
around in the water. It's a problem.
Elf tit. Well, is it like Lord of the Rings elves? Aren't they supposed to be genderless until like they get rid of their immortality or something?
No.
Okay, so I'm wrong about that.
Yes.
I heard that elves have hissed sap in their tits.
Elves a bit sap.
I'm going to have to look at the appendices for that.
Well, you see, the Argonians gotta have like a source of hist if their eggs are laid out of black marsh. So it's only reasonable that their tits would have hist sap.
Dude, the Argonians are my favorite part of Lord of the Rings.
Well, my favorite part was when the Argonians battled the Nilfgaardians for control of.
Skooma.
I can't even bullshit this anymore.
Why do I know that word? What is that from? What the fuck do I know that from?
It's The Witcher. I picked the
Oh, okay.
Nilfgaardians from The Witcher.
Yes, the
I was gonna add
Nilfgaardians.
another fantasy game for like the setting, but I like fucked up and forgot. But let's.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to throw a Mountain Blade reference in there, but I like couldn't think of a city
Count
in time.
the
Yeah,
fucking Swadians.
yeah, Swabians. Yeah,
They're
Swabians.
fighting over barrels of butter.
I-
Hundreds of thousands of butter.
I'm thinking to myself, if you want to do like a fantasy show with like a bunch of black people, like it's not hard. Just ruin Elder Scrolls. Like I don't care.
Yeah, you can have red guards. At least
Yeah,
there's a reason
dude.
for
The
you to do it.
literature
Yeah.
is there. Africa has its own sword and sorcery book series. They
Yeah.
have these stories, but they don't use them. They purposely want to ruin stuff for people that have a lighter shade of skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only motive is to fuck with people.
Same reason you have to pee sitting down. Same reason
Right.
you're eating crickets right now.
Eat the bugs, live in the pod. What can I say?
Oh God, it's so miserable to know that like and the truth is pods, bugs, ruining Lord of the Rings, all of this shit it's designed to make you accept a lower standard of living because the people in charge know that their hegemony is not doing so well. Their infrastructure is dying, the economy is dying, other countries are accepting other currencies other than the US dollar for very important resources. They realize there's going to be a lot less resources in the future. They want to keep their resources, so you have to eat
You
bugs.
gotta have less. Yeah, you gotta eat the bugs. You gotta live in the house. You gotta take your land from you. You don't deserve to eat beef or chicken.
And they bring in people who are used to a lower standard of living, who have a better standard of living, regardless of how low it seems to fall in our eyes, and people
Yeah,
who
I've
are
said
perfectly
that,
fine with that.
Like I've always said that like the friggin' people coming into it's gonna get to the point where like our culture becomes so I don't know, I guess you could say gross in a word. It's gonna be so jarring to outsiders that you're gonna have these people from the third world come here and like they're gonna get so disgusted they're gonna like go back home. Eventually that's gonna start happening.
I don't know about that, dude. I feel like I don't know about that.
We
I don't know
don't
about
have-
that because
I
it's
went
going to be a
to
lot
school
worse
with
in other countries. I feel like.
We just
I
have
went to school
move
with this
to
one
the
dude
third
from Brazil.
world.
That-
And he was all like, "Man, I don't like it here. I wish I was back in Brazil. Everything's so."
All I
like,
know is that Mexicans are complaining that there's too many goddamn gringos now.
Yeah.
So I don't
We will
know.
replace them. We can.
We're the illegal aliens now. we're the
The sixth root race
we're the
will come
We're gonna win, boys.
we're gonna win.
Scar says in the chat, one thing's for sure though, they will never not cast Tarzan as a white guy.
Yeah.
He's always ours. Yeah, Brandon Fraser's gonna be Tarzan again. That'd be so funny. And the fat guy from like Whale or whatever. Dude, that'd be so funny.
Oh.
Chris Farley as Tarzan.
God, did we never got anything like that, did we? That would have been really good.
Charlie versus Ethan Ralph cage match.
George in the Jungle 5.
George Floyd in the jungle. George. Hold on, jungle.
Watch out, I can't breathe.
Don't accept that 20. Oh, that yours was better.
Yeah, watch out. I can't. like he runs into like a fake $20 bill.
Oh, damn. Fuck.
We're not gonna get a trailer.
No, his loincloth, right? The loincloth.
Oh, no.
It's $20 bills.
$20 short.
It's just made out of 20s.
Yeah, it's just made out of
Nice. That would rule.
My video downloaded so we can get to the next current events. Let's talk about that fucking lizard bitch, the queen. She dead to the great terrarium in the sky.
She's gonna shed her skin any time now. Boy.
The
gonna
fucking
over.
Queen of England died. We got her.
There's three
We
boss
finally
fights.
got her.
Come
We're
on,
only on the
you
second
black
boss.
and tans. Come on and fight me like a man.
So how do we all feel about that? Everybody's happy. There's no fucking lame ass monarchists in here, right?
I'm a monarchist, but I hate the royal family of Britain.
Alright, that works for me.
Yeah.
I just downloaded this video. Where the fuck is it? I'm in the wrong folder.
Check your downloads for
Where is it? There it is.
Just search.
I found it. Don't worry, I found it.
And my six
Queen, what
got
you're
you
saying
boys.
is the Queen
And
took
my
a
six
diarrhea
got
beating
the
up.
stream.
Stream still running. We still streaming fucking horrible things from the gathering. The squid is still on the stage. Somebody get this squid off the stage. The horse knew it was there. Let's watch this video from some of this. All right. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. Let's prime this a little bit. That's true. David Icke. Let's talk about David Icke for a second. A man who was way ahead of the curve and who knew this bitch had an extra set of eyelids for when she was underwater long before any of us did. But how you guys feel about David
The
Icke?
Queen was adapted for aquatic living.
I feel that David Icke himself is a reptilian, putting out reptilian subversive.
Believe it or not, it's not a new take. Here's the thing. It's just like it's just like Mike Enoch, really. When you go out there and you start calling everybody a reptilian, everybody looks at you and they're like, "You're a reptilian." It's the Mike Enoch effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that always happens when you go out there and you're like, it's this group of people and here's what's going on. They're like, you're one of them every time. So, where was I? Where's my article here? Let's talk about this guy. Dude, how do I... My shit is not organized. I told myself it was organized. It's not. Not at all. Not even fucking remotely close. David Icke. Here we go.
Back to the past.
Tell you why the queen sucks ass.
The Queen.
David
Queen took
Icke
a diarrhea beating.
explains his infamous theory why Queen is a shape-shifting reptilian Dajjal. I added that last word. Felt right, though. Former BBC grandstand presenter who famously came out as a major conspiracy theorist during an interview with the late Sir Terry Wogan in 1991 was interviewed for a YouTube shown by channel New World Order TV, baby. God, it feels like 2010 all over again. So, back in the day, when fucking David Icke originally went on with Wogan, he was wearing all turquoise and he declared that he was the son of God. And he said that turquoise brings you closer to God. And he went on and on about all of this stuff. And it's stuff that I don't really even necessarily disagree with. The turquoise stuff, I don't know anything about that. But, like, I'll agree. We're all sons of God. Sure. I'll take it in a lot of...
I gotta go get me some turquoise then.
You gotta, dude. So, that was when originally he was, like, made a fool of. And it's after that he became, like, the David Icke we know. BTFOing reptiles. In it, he cemented his claims that the British royal family are descended from a reptilian bloodline. Ike subscribes to the Illuminati conspiracy theory that a secret society made up of royals, political and business leaders actually pulls the strings of our world's seemingly democratic governments from behind the scenes. But he adds to this that members of the Illuminati, including all world royal families and high-powered business and political families, are the descendants of ancient hybrids between reptilian aliens and humans. That's not really true. Ike, maybe at some point he was probably saying at some point that they could be aliens, but later on he went hard into like interdimensional shapeshifters.
But aren't like reptilians supposed to be a known, like, I say known as like it's real, but like a fucking thing with aliens, like people have been abducted by reptilians?
The Dracos. Now, but that's just adds more fuel to the fire, really, because we've talked about all of this stuff, and it's like all of these things that are claiming to be aliens from outer space are quite likely interdimensional travelers or demons.
Demons.
They're jinn.
No.
Where David Icke would end up going with his idea of reptilians does look a lot more like jinn to me than anything else. And that's why the Muslim conspiracy theorist caught on with it so hard.
That's anti-jinn propaganda.
Anti-jinn
most
propaganda.
jinn are cozy.
It's anti-genetic.
But that's even what I think that would be the claim about reptilian humanoids too, is that mostly they're just going about their business. Yeah, it seems fucking weird and terrible to us, but they just want to go about their day. It's just like a cabal of like high-powered ones fucking shape-shifting through the universe.
It's just like the Skinwalker in the
All
woods.
of them always being here.
You know,
They're
for
natural to the earth.
For you, it might just be a Tuesday, but for the Skinwalker in the woods, you know, it's his day. He's gonna fucking eat you. I mean,
It's the day to feed.
yeah,
He doesn't know that I can legally fuck monsters.
he does.
Ike was asked by the interviewer if he genuinely believed in the theory and where it stemmed from. He said, "Oh God, yes. I did not sit in a dark room and come up with this theory, nor go looking for it. I have traveled and been to 50 countries to research it." That's pretty much it. Bloody reptiles. He said people all over the globe had provided the same evidence to back up the theory, including CIA insiders, most trustworthy source. He said, "It took the form of meeting people who tell of experiences of seeing people, often in positions of power, change from human to a reptilian form and back again in front of their eyes." Ike claimed that ancient texts across the world, including the Bible, had accounts of reptiles interbreeding with humans to form these hybrid bloodlines. He's talking about like Nephilim stuff and wrapping that in with a lot of the dragon symbology and like the end times and the serpent in the Garden of Eden. That's kind of where he gets that. He said, "The hybrids became demigods, part human, part god. They were obviously perceived as gods. The hybrid bloodlines were the ones that became the royal families of the worlds. In the Chinese Empire, they claim the right to be emperor because they are descended from the serpent god. It is all founded on the myth of dragon, and they all come from the reptilian connection to justify the right to rule. Look at ancient texts in the Bible. Do you really... I forgot to do the voice. Do you really think that the snake in the Garden of Eden was really a snake? Do you? Do you? Do you?
Do you?
I don't. I think it's the lusts and desires of all men.
I think
Perhaps.
it was a giant dragon.
And
Saint
I think
Michael fucking took out two gigantic flaming swords and whacked the bitch.
That shit ain't in the Bible. It ain't. Somewhere, probably.
Look, I say it is. It's in there.
I seen it.
Okay. Take my word for it. You all know I'm an ardent Catholic.
I take Maud's word as gospel, or Quran as it is. In texts around the world, you will find recurring these Garden of Eden situations involving reptilian entities. The Hebrew name for the snake means two-legged, standing upright humanoid reptile. Huh.
Upright.
Wow. That's a fun.
Well,
See,
Here's the important thing, right? Does this thing
T-Rex,
have a cloaca?
I got my drink. I'm ready.
Does this-
Woo! Wakey. All
But
right.
does it, like, seriously though? Like how do these things piss and like shit if they're like a lizard mammal hybrid?
Oh, dude. I don't know, but they do it a lot. The Hebrew
They
name
have
for
3
snake.
buttholes.
This is David Icke. This is a quote from David Icke here. The Hebrew name for snake means two-legged, standing, upright humanoid reptile. That I cannot verify. I can find some words for snake. None of them say upright humanoid in the concordance. Like, I can't go to the word in the concordance and it says two-legged, standing, upright humanoid reptile. That shit ain't there.
No.
So I don't know. I don't know how I would go about even verifying that, except I don't know.
I
Fuck.
think David had a bit of the good danky dank that night.
We're gonna have to dig up the
Loaded
queen and
unboard.
figure this out
He
once
doesn't
for all,
need
dude.
He doesn't need the danky.
Icke claimed interbreeding within the aristocracy was to ensure the bloodlines were not weakened. He said the head of state in the UK is only the head of state because of genetics or bloodline. He said the bloodline spread from the ancient world to the Roman Empire to the aristocracies of Northern Europe. He said the whole obsession of interbreeding among royals and big banking and political families is to hold the genetic structure together because it would quickly be diluted if they bred outside it. In order to maintain control, Icke claimed the hybrids had to spread their bloodlines into top political and business families across the globe. Icke was asked where the reptilians originated from, and he said it was in space, from outside of the human frequency, the range of visible light. That's not space. That's another dimension, essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying, that they're having to come from somewhere we can't perceive.
Yeah, I feel like they're just misunderstanding the quote, which is ridiculous because, like, space is visible light, right? Like, the things we see in space, like another planet is, like, considered visible light, right? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
This has
I
got to
mean,
be
how
a
do we
dimension
know-
thing.
You see, like, the French dude that, like, took a picture of the sausage or whatever and convinced everyone it was a fucking...
Yeah, he was like, I'm not gay, but I still smoke sausage.
But, like, how the fuck... Like, how do we know what we're seeing from space? Like I don't want to sound like a fucking, like, space doubter. But how do we know, like, half of
Space
this
is
shit's
fake.
not made?
It's fake gay.
Space is fake and gay?
Well,
Is that...
The moon is made out of cheese.
I wished it was. I'd fucking eat it.
Irish cheddar.
It seems clear to me that, like, there are objects in the sky. I think everything NASA gives us is photoshopped crap.
It's called angels and demons.
Oh, I've heard this take from people that I thought were more schizo than you. You're climbing up the ranks, dude. There are translucent pyramids in the sky parked above us. When we run into that cornfield, they will abduct us. Let's do it. Sure, dude. Let's go with the cornfield. Oh.
You gotta get some of that playlist.
The giant wheelchair in the sky.
Yeah.
How else are you supposed to...
That was the wheel of Ezekiel, I think.
Oh no.
That was God's throne. It was a fucking wheelchair with the wheels within wheels and the eyes and the wheels. Where was I? I don't know. He was also asked why, if shape-shifting lizards were running the world, was he able to talk about it and remain safe? He said, there are also forces on this planet that do not want this. Don't get caught in the idea that they are all powerful. If they were all powerful, they would have taken over a long time ago. But there is an illuminate. There is an, is he saying Illuminati? It ends in an E, so it looks like illuminate. An illuminate of interbreeding families. Icke was also asked what he thought of critics of this far-fetched theory. He said, I don't care if people believe it. I'm interested in what is going on. Not winning popularity contests. Bloody reptiles. What do you guys think?
His new book just says, I'm not racist against the lizard folk, I just don't like them.
Yeah, it's the title of the book is "Please Let Me Back into Australia" because he's banned from Australia. Then it's just,
Oh, God.
I like Ike. I'm wearing my I like Ike pin.
Ooh, that's really, really good. T-shirt design, baby. T-shirt design. I'm jotting that one down.
That is a good idea, actually.
Yeah, dude.
I want you for the terrestrial lizardman army.
Oh hell yeah! Scar says, Alex Jones, Unity Ostara in the chat. Why are winged creatures always involved in European identity? I mean, the winged creature thing. I'll say this. In my understanding of symbolism, particularly like this is my like biblical understanding from the Bible. When wings are, and often wings are used to represent empires, and the amount of wings that the beast has is how fast and capable it is.
Yeah, like for example, the Russian or whatever, like a lot of Orthodox countries use the two-headed eagle, and what that means is one of the heads is supposed to be for the first capital of Orthodoxy, which is Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, and then the second head of the eagle is for supposed to be Moscow, but it's debated like between like some.
It's Rome.
Yeah. Well, Rome, yeah, but like
Yeah.
Moscow calls itself the fucking whatever Rome. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's Rome. There's their
Yeah.
Rome. The
Yeah.
Russians are the Roman Empire.
That is
I
not.
know.
That's not very Islamic of you, I don't
The
think.
the Russians are the Roman Empire.
Everybody, all good Muslims know that the West is Rome.
Yes. And we will conquer.
Where the fuck was I going with any of this? Oh yeah, the wings. So, like for example, in the book of Daniel, it seems that Alexander the Great and the Greek Empire is symbolized by, I think it's a leopard with a bunch of wings, like 4 wings or 6 wings or something like that. And the point of it is, now it's very common in the Bible for empires to be like vicious beasts. And that's what we see in Revelation too, when it talks about like the last empire, and it's like a dragon with iron horns and teeth, all that stuff.
Specifically a red dragon.
Yes, it is, and this is all important as well. But so yeah, the wings are, you know, often like the capability and speed at which something can conquer. But also, I mean, you can always go back to like a lot of people say Osiris is the origin of like the birds on everybody's flags. So who knows?
Yeah.
There's also the
Perhaps.
Indo-Europeans who have a tradition of serpents in their mythology. Prince Rostam for the Persians being a dragon slayer. And then you have Slavic mythology with Veles fighting the striker god Perun. And then you have the Welsh and the Anglo-Saxons each having their dragon. The Anglo-Saxons having the white dragon.
Isn't
and
there a
the
Scottish
Welsh or
dragon?
the Rhino-British having the red dragon. And Merlin digging a pit and seeing them interlocked in an eternal struggle.
Now I feel like once again we're back at the connection between the serpent and the bird. Essentially, like you can
And then
the feathered serpent angle. We can go into like feathered dinosaurs with this, all this fucking wacky shit. But I feel like we're at that connection again. And now I'll say this also: the Anunnaki in the Sumerian art were often depicted as either serpent-headed or bird-headed.
the Scythians had a unique little horn that they would use Sarmatians too. They're technically kind of the same people.
Yeah,
But
they would make a high-pitched whistle.
and it was a dragon head, and it looked like kind of like a mix between Asian and European dragons.
Yep.
Weird how their style was.
Yep.
All right, so I've been wanting to bring this up for a while. I guess this is as good a time as any. So, what is the significance of the eagle and snake on the Mexican flag?
Okay. So, what the Cardinal said, hey guys, you're going to have your giant city where an eagle is devouring a snake on top of a cactus. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll just swim out to the coast to this little island in a swamp. And lo and behold, there was a cactus with a eagle on top devouring a snake.
So you said that was a cardinal?
Eagle.
No, when you said
an
who
eagle
told them?
on
Who told them?
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl. I
Their
fucking
god.
totally misunderstood you.
Their
Now see
god.
where I'm reading this here. It says Huitzilopochtli. Huitzilopochtli.
Yeah, same guy.
Same guy?
Same guy.
I'm gonna
They're
find a way to debate
interchangeable.
this. They're intergender, dude.
They're interchangeable.
Shit.
Oh, so it's like the Egyptian gods.
So yeah, here I'm
There's a
reading
male
it.
and female aspect.
It's based on a Mexica legend, where originally a nomadic group living in northern Mexico, until according to legend, their god Huitzilopochtli told them to find a new place to settle. It is said that he told them to look for an eagle devouring a snake atop a cactus. You will look for an eagle devouring a snake on top of a cactus. That will be the sign to stop and settle on that land.
Turns out Quetzalcoatl is just a giant sonnet.
My favorite fucking bit in history is fucking if Chris Chen was Aztec. Be like, right, I'm Christine Weston Tenochtitlan Sonichu Chandler, and I need the blood of the haters and trolls, for the sun will now rise on the next morn.
And Sonichi will not bless us with our abundance of crops.
Oh, great Teotihuacan, please, damn these trolls, damn them to hell. Oh, shit,
Yeah,
dude.
to the ritual sacrifice, you play in Soul Calibur 3.
What is out? What
That's how
does
the
priest
sun's gonna
outfit
rise
look
next
like?
morning.
What would it look
It's
I
a
will
giant
be
pickle.
Sonichu Jaguar Warrior.
He's got a pickle. How did he say it? Say pickle.
The ancient Aztec art of pickling is now outlawed. Pickles are gay. All of my subjects will now need to drink my royal blood to cure themselves of gay.
He's gonna dimensional merge and become Quetzalcoatl.
Aztec Chew, the human sacrificing hedgehog Pokemon. You will all worship him. You will all bow before him now. Please bow. Commence bowing.
It's bowing. Like you come back to the future and it turns out friggin' Chris Chad was able to beat the Spaniards.
Yeah.
I have beaten the Spaniards by soul bonding with the great mother.
Soul bonding with the Earth Mother.
He outran them.
Oh damn!
Gave her a little massage.
He gave Christopher Columbus.
If you Cortez and your army step foot in my temple, I promise I will zap to the extreme.
Christopher Columbus and Chris Chan in a cage, guys.
Columbus versus
Aztec Chris Chan.
The India looks weird. What are these teepees doing here?
We need someone to draw Chris Chan in the Jaguar Warrior.
It's already a thing, dude. Have you not seen it? It's a thing.
All
Alright! Let's see if I can Google this shit real quick. Holy fuck. Chris Chan
Chris
Jaguar
Chan,
Warrior? I don't really know. I don't really know how to go about this.
We need to make it a reality, goddamn.
Didn't he make a video declaring himself Comanche?
No, he's 16th Cherokee.
Chris Chan becomes
Cherokeean.
Hero?
He's Cherokee, the Cherokeean tribe. My great grandmother fucked a white man.
Why do all white Americans have this weird Native American lore? Like my family does
They
too,
have a
but
compulsion.
I took a
dude, I
DNA
hate
test and guess what? None.
I can't find the picture right now. One day I will. It's on my Twitter somewhere buried.
Pollock is they.
Yeah, I'm a straight up friggin'
They
I'm a
pure
Caddo Indian. I live in Louisiana in the swamps, and I friggin'
Sitting Pollock.
sitting pole.
She's 10 poles.
But no, like seriously, like everyone I know, like every
Smoke
dude
the
here,
sacred
like,
kratom pipe.
great, great.
Two bears cannot screw in light bulb.
Offering Christopher Columbus a kratom capsule.
Kratom caps.
That's how the country was founded, bro.
Well, I want to eat this vine. I think it will taste good.
They offered this land for hundreds of kratom capsules.
This vine tastes like ass, but it makes me feel good.
The hedgehog god had told me that I must eat these two vines. I must boil these two vines together.
Now we need an
To go to
edit of
Quickfail.
Jacob Stockness as Fernando Cortez.
He's dead.
Where is he?
Dead. They say he's dead. No, I don't think he's dead.
What about the fucking Ponce de Leon, the guy that like went missing in Florida? What do you think happened to him?
I ate him.
He's hanging out
Ate
with
him.
Chris, bro.
You think the skunk ape got him? Skunk
What's
ape.
the punchline got him?
Whistle the poche.
But yeah, that's what I
Please
was
bring
saying.
me a 18 to 25-year-old girlfriend, non-smoking, must be white.
I had this teacher. She was like fine looking teacher. She was like blonde haired, like friggin' like had a German last name, tall, and she was like trying to tell the class that she was like a fourth Native American or something like that, and no one was buying it.
I'm a
He's
fourth
actually
Native
from
American.
Every time someone
I-
doubts me, I fucking do my rain dance, and it just starts coming out the sky, dude. Coming. Yeah, dude.
LSD rain.
If-
LSD rain.
If the Fountain of Youth was real, where y'all think it would actually be located? Midwest Vikinger asked.
Your
Well, probably in like
mom
some
knows.
meth head shack in Florida. To be honest.
It's located in Legend Valley, dude.
It's Chernobyl.
I found this
That's-
fountain.
that's
and now
true.
I can do meth.
It's the dirty spigot at the gathering of the Juggalos. That's probably
That's
true,
it.
dude.
That's what
It's
Ponce de
right
Leon
next
was
to
looking
the
for.
glory hole.
That's why fucking Matt got wet brain and left forever, is because he wouldn't drink from the dirty
Fernando.
fucking spigot.
Whoa!
Ponce de Leon, see, he was just the proto juggalo, and he was trying to find the first gathering.
Yeah, dude, I know it's out here somewhere.
Yeah, that is.
I know those clowns are out here, dude.
The
It's
native
like
offered
why he
him
went
a-
missing. He accidentally fell into Agartha, and like
Fucking
he was like-
pyramid rises out of the Everglades with the wicked clowns. They start going, fuck the world! Fuck the world! Dude, I also realized that fuck the world is the anthem of all of us Gnostics. It's a song that hates the demiurge.
It also has a double
Fuck the
meaning.
world!
We
Fuck
also
you.
want
Fuck me.
to embrace the Earth Mother, and also want to leave.
the Earth Mother.
We also want to leave our tents at the gathering of the Juggalos for someone else to
Like
clean
the
up.
Earth Mother would be like those big ass ugly figurines from Neolithic people in Germany, right?
Yeah, your average Arab woman.
Yeah, and then like the Indo-Europeans came in and were like, "Why are you guys worshiping this?"
Bronan the Chad Berrien says, shit, so Matt's gone for good? Yeah, he don't trust me anymore, which is a weird take, to be honest. I don't think I've ever been
Yeah, I
anything
thought
but
was a
transparent.
lizard this entire time.
Okay, here's the thing. Is that, like,
That's probably reptilian.
if you want to trust me to, like, be honest with you all the time, you can get that. That's easy. If you want to trust me to like, pat your butt on stream, I don't know. I don't think so.
He's gonna start drinking Drano live on the stream.
Matt got very mad when I said he had wet brain. I don't know if he does or not, but it's funny to say.
Maybe
And look, the first time I said it because I was sad because I was listening to old episodes, but now it's like, who gives a fuck, dude? What the hell does any of this matter? Fuck do I care, dude? I don't know.
this show sucks.
This show sucks. I'm tired of doing this shit.
This show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Peter sucks.
I love doing streams. I'm working too hard to prep, and like people fucking DM me and shit. They'd be like, "Why is there no stream?" And it's like, dude, I did this as like a full-time job for like 2 years. Turns out if nobody pays you, you have to go get a real job. So
and like
yeah, I don't know.
we did do a stream. It's just it was too spicy, so we had to
We got to
moderate
moderate
it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Tape Eaters special edition.
I just gotta fucking edit the squarting out of it, dude. This shouldn't have showed squarting on YouTube. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to. It was Cavneil's fault, honestly. He was the one skipping around in the video like a retard. I don't know. Scar says, I don't want to be mean. I love Matt, but the show didn't lose any quality without him, you know?
God, that was mean.
No.
How can you get any less quality than
Well, I
thought
thought
about that?
he did. He was great when him and Greasy would get into it.
But that's why he left initially, because he just got his shit pushed in, dude.
Laughter, because it was so funny.
Oh, it was funny as fuck.
They would just go at each
other.
other.
There was a time when me and Matt had a really good fucking flow, when I was the guy who knew things and Matt was some goofball who could ask questions. That's not the dynamic. That's just not. I don't know what to say, and I can say a lot of things. That ain't what was happening. What was happening was real fucking sad. So I don't know, but yeah, no. I always told people, it's like, here's the fact of the matter. If nobody else was around, I would still do the stream, and it would still be a presentable stream that could get 300 views, whatever the fuck, whatever. The thing is, like, if I'm not here, then someone gets busted for CP and everyone gets doxxed. So, here I am. Fuck. Lemon says Matt just didn't have the verbal agility to keep up most of the time, and I don't really agree with that. If you go back and you listen to the old Skinwalker tapes episodes that I've uploaded, go listen to those. Listen to Matt. He's having a conversation, and then there was a time when I was like, "What's wrong, big guy?" I don't know. And the people who didn't know, who didn't realize, who weren't there the whole time, were ripping into him because he made himself an easy target. But the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, what's wrong, big guy? What the fuck is going on? So, I don't know. But yeah, whatever the fuck.
What's going on, big guy?
So yeah, we can get back onto this David Icke shit. I can pull up this video. Let's fucking do it. This is like a 10-minute video, so let's get a taste. Here's the thing. I want to go through this whole Arizona Wilder video. Now, Arizona Wilder is a supposed survivor of satanic ritual abuse for the royal family. And now I want to go through this whole interview sometime and pick out all the good shit. I haven't had time to do that. But we're going to go through this one clip, and I just started playing it, and it was like just wacky shit right off the bat. So let's get a fucking taste of it. Let's see how we feel. Whoop, whoop.
Osiris and Horus to them. Horus being the unborn child of Dodi Fayed that Diana carried and was 3 months old, which is another very important fact, a number that's important to them, to be 3 months old. Sacrificial babies are taken in utero at 3, 5, and 7 months. And when I heard about this was a deal that I understood now had gone down. And she had to die in that tunnel because that tunnel's the passageway for Diana, the goddess. And
now she's talking about Princess Diana as a ritual sacrifice by the reptilian royal family.
Gotcha.
Now, I don't know anything about this Fayed or whatever. I think he was like a Saudi or something like that.
He was a Paki.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're gonna be, yeah.
So it's weird that you have these outsiders that you're going to sacrifice now. So this would be after the time. So like Diana would have been like out of the royal family by this point, right? That's how all that worked. I'm not up on my fucking lore. So she left and she married someone else. And fucking now they have this child who is Horus, the fucking, I don't know, some sort of moon child or some shit, according to her. And they're sacrificing her in a tunnel dedicated to the goddess Diana. Now, I don't know the details on that right now. Maybe I'll have to get into that later. But let's go on.
She died at the 13th pillar again because of Hecate. And she died on the 31st because it's the mirror image of 13. And my understanding of what I get inside of me, and because I was told by Baron Guy de Rothschild last beginning of February when he was in this country and he was there to try and reprogram me again and impregnate me, was that he was in the tunnel that night. He had to be there because not only was it a ritual death of Diana, this was also about taking her soul. And he was taking the soul of Diana, which no one else there could do. Whoever was present there could not do it. He could do it. And he was in France.
This is the hypnotic stare you talk about.
Yes. And drawing in the breath. And he had to be there to do this ritual killing, this ritual murder.
This would mean that the ambulance team and a doctor that arrived within a minute of the crash coming the other way must have been in on this whole deal, or at least the people in charge of the ambulance team. From your experience of the kind of people involved in this Illuminati satanic network, do you think that's possible, that they could set that up?
Yes, I do. I've seen a lot of things set up that if you did not know, if you weren't in on the so-called inner circle, or know what the Illuminati can do because they depend on people not believing they're really there, you would not, you would have a hard time believing it. This has been such a secretive group and worked in such insidious ways to infiltrate and control. And there are so many unanswered questions they don't seem to be able to answer about Diana that keep coming up in spite of all the reports that come out, because there are people that don't believe what they're hearing.
What would have been the purpose of creating such a clear and definite ritual in the assassination of Diana? What would be the purpose of that when they could have killed her in another way?
Because it had to be done as a ritual, because they were going to take her soul. And it had to happen in the tunnel. It had to happen that way. It had to happen.
Like in
Yes,
Skyrim.
they did soul trap that bitch. Now, I know like the symbology of like a tunnel for like the mother goddess. So that's like symbolic of a pussy, of like the birth canal, and so there's like a death and rebirth aspect to that. Yeah.
That's fucking weird, though. Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
In that year. And this is all, there's all a timeline to all of this.
There's been many rumors that she was pregnant, but as I understand it, one of her friends says that that was not possible because she knew that very shortly before she'd had a menstrual period. Is it possible to be pregnant and for that to still happen?
Yes, it is. This happened to me. I was impregnated with one of my own fertilized egg that was fertilized by the sperm of Pindar. And
I want to say that Pindar is Charles. If she's saying Pindar, Pindar is like the ritual reptilian Draco name of this whoever she's talking about, who I think is Charles. They talk about how she was like kept as like a ritual sex slave in a castle, and like below the castle they would have like little reptile creatures that they would keep as pets and shit. It's a crazy story. That's the thing, is that like this is how it was back in the day, man. When you were researching like weird shit like this, like you have to watch a 3-hour video of like, that's like, I don't know. It's intense watching this. There's something like kind of creepy about it. I don't know if it's the white noise that's happening the whole time, or the fucking hypnotic look in her fucking eyes.
It's like horror vaporwave.
Yeah, yeah.
The hypnoticness of like the nostalgia factor too.
That Gita Rothschild to impregnate me in this manner, and I was impregnated in October of '94. I had periods up until February when it was discovered, and they seemed normal, not light. And I then was, since I had the background of a nurse, and had worked with a nurse midwife delivering babies, I was, for some reason, it occurred to me to check my stomach, my abdomen, and I realized that I was pregnant, and so I ended up seeing a doctor who told me, I mean, he verified, you're pregnant. He did it with blood test, with the urine test, and ultrasound exam, and if I don't do an abortion on you tomorrow, you're going to have to go through a different type of abortion, which probably would have been a saline abortion. And I knew what I was pregnant with by that time. And so I was terrified to go through with it, and I could not go through with it, knowing what I knew. And so I had the abortion, but I had periods the whole time.
It's just like me.
You were impregnated at the point that it happened without you having any knowledge of it.
No, I did not.
Is it possible that that happened to Diana if she was, as the evidence that I've looked at suggests, also mind-controlled and a multiple from the early part of her life?
That is definitely more than a probability.
Now he says mind-controlled and a multiple. So that means she went through the satanic ritual abuse system. They shattered her mind, and essentially multiple personality disorder, DID, dissociative identity disorder was another word for it, I think.
I've heard the same shit like about the Greys.
They
like,
rebuilt each of these shards of the mind as a different personality that are unaware of the other pieces.
Yeah, because there's a story about this woman in a farmhouse or whatever getting abducted when she was pregnant by like gray aliens, and they were described as looking like the Greys everyone talks about. And like they did something and like injected her with what she assumed was like DNA, and like to her friggin' unborn child, and then like she said like she couldn't do anything, like she was paralyzed essentially. And like they like levitated her out of her fucking bed and into their ship or whatever from her house. That's not friggin' horrifying. And then like she had the kid and it was normal and everything, but she would always get visits or something from UFOs and shit afterwards.
Yeah.
Really weird, yeah.
The story on that is usually that it's like the Greys trying to add genetic diversity to their race or whatever crap like that. Yeah, I don't know. It is all very strange. It almost seems like a lot of these people are actually like mind control MK Ultra motherfuckers or whatever, and they're being gaslit into thinking that they're like abductees or whatever, but they're really part of some weird government mind control op.
Yeah.
I felt that way about like the stories about like the movie Fourth Kind. So it's like based on some shit that happened in Nome, Alaska, and like all of it, the owl shit, the Sumerian shit that's tied in. I don't know how much of it is like actually from the occurrence and how much was added for the movie, but all of that stuff, it points to like really occult symbology more than it does to aliens to me. And it's like I believe in holograms and deepfakes and all of this shit. I do believe they can probably beam scenarios into your head, whatever the fuck that means. Like I do tend to think that there's something like that going on.
I know they do have weird microwave weapons and stuff like that, where they could, if they wanted to, they could fucking like make your phone explode in your pocket.
Yeah.
Because like there's, I have a story that I know this dude that was a contractor where he worked like as he built shit for the government or whatever. Well, they sent him to some kind of base or something in, I want to say North Carolina. I don't know if it was Navy, Marine, or Army. What, I don't know. And he was there dicking around or whatever when he was like not working, and he was kind of just walking around. We went to this one area. He didn't know he wasn't supposed to be there because it was just woods, kind of. And he's walking around. He wants to go and look at, because it's the mountain. I think it's near the Smoky Mountains, I want to say. Or Appalachians, I forget which. He wants to go look and whatever. And he goes to a certain point, and all of a sudden, like, his wrist gets very hot where he's wearing his watch. And, like, his metal belt buckle gets very warm. And, like, he has to take them off, and, like, they start glowing red, like they're fucking melting. And then all of a sudden, like, this guy grabs him from behind. It's like, what are you doing here? Whatever. And drags him away.
Yeah.
But that's some kind of microwave weapon, is what I think that was.
Chat thinks Kubrick got yeeted for Eyes Wide Shut. Too close to home for those Illuminati motherfuckers. Might be truth to that.
The computer gangster gods.
Let's go on with this video.
How's it said? Computer gangster, computer.
Yeah, pummeler. True pummeler.
The thing about being multiple or dissociative identity disorder is that the host person doesn't know that they are, but they have missing time, but then they have amnesia for the missing time. They don't realize they're missing time. They don't realize things are happening to them. They show up, pregnant. They show up with marks on their bodies. They don't know, well, I think I must have bumped myself, and that's not actually how it happened. Or they have needle marks on their body when they've been gotten a hold of and drugged. And it's only when they start to realize something's not right and they try and make a timeline and try and account for their time, they realize there's so much they can't account for that they simply took for granted. Oh, I was out shopping, or I was at this person's house, or I was over there. Then they realize they don't have a timeline for any of these things.
Do you think that Diana's two children were Prince Charles's children?
I do not believe that William is, I've heard that he was Charles's son. I've heard about someone else, and I believe that it was neither. I believe that this child of Prince William is the son of Pindar, and she was impregnated and she did not realize that.
Still not sure who Pindar is. We'll figure this out.
When you you look at the ritual nature of all that, you've got Osiris, it would seem, symbolized by dirty fire. You've got Isis, symbolized by Diana. Presumably the baby quite obviously symbolizes Horus in Egyptian legend and ritual. Why create that in a tunnel in Paris at that time? What was it designed to do, to symbolize or whatever?
It's to symbolize, it's part of symbolizing getting the world ready to recognize the Horus that is about to come upon us in the year 2000, as year 2000 is the age of Horus. And Osiris
yeah, that's very
reborn.
interesting.
What's Crowley stuff?
Yeah, she just said like the 2000s will be the age of horrors. What happens in 2001? You get fucking 9/11, right? And then you get like to 2008 and you get the fucking housing crash. And you get to, all the shit.
But I'll say this, even in 2000, it wasn't hard to see that shit was getting worse. So,
yeah.
I don't know when this was, late 90s or whatever. But Yeah, everybody knew. Everybody kind of knew. So it's not too surprising. Yeah. I don't know.
I think I'm blinded partly by nostalgia too, because I remember, I was like 5 in 2001, I think. Yeah, I was 5. Uh, and I look back then, and I just see like the world so much better than it is today. In reality, it probably really wasn't.
Well,
It's just all that shit wasn't on display like it is
dude,
today.
the American empire is
Yeah.
going downhill. Like the dollar is buying
Yeah.
less and less all the time. Like these things are very
Yeah.
real. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but I do think I look at with nostalgia gets me a little bit.
Everybody
more for the
does.
90s.
Everybody does. So when she talks about the age of Horus, like that's the same thing as Crowley's. Like, what was it? What did he say? Would he say Aquarian age? I believe something like that. Was that the term he was using? I don't remember, but
Yeah.
it was Iwas, who was the deity who he channeled the Book of the Law through, which was supposed to usher in this new age. And now it was supposed to be definitely an age of bloodshed. Like that was like the hallmark
Horus,
of it.
Horus is a bird, right? Like he's a bird-headed god.
Yeah,
right?
falcon
He
head.
takes the form of a bird-headed god. He can take.
Birds are always associated with like vision, right? So is this like supposed to relevate something to that?
Well, the eye of
Horus, yeah.
that. But then again, you have Set being banished to the Phantom Zone, and he has to continually birth a new Eye of Horus from out the backside of his head
Nice.
Nice.
after eating Horus's cum salad.
So
I
let's
gotta remind people,
30 more seconds of this. Let's fucking let this play out, and then we'll.
Horus
And there's a sacrifice.
And
ejaculated
as Horus?
involved. And the sacrifice is the mother, and the sacrifice is this child. And yet it involves another child who yet lives by the same mother. And
You talking about William?
So, is she?
yes, I am talking about William.
She is, as her eyes shift into the fucking reptilian eyelids. Talking about
Talking
William.
about Willie.
So it was so that William could receive the power of this unborn child or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pick
Sacrifice
that
the
up.
Baby, you get superpowers.
That's true. A lot of people don't know this, but it's true.
I've sacrificed 40,000 babies.
Yeah. It's actually, sacrificing babies is actually completely free, so there's no reason to not do it. The government doesn't
Stomp
tell you
'em,
this.
Fry them, stick them in
Put him in a
stew.
stew.
Do we think Arizona Wilder is a legitimate, witness to all of this shit?
Yes.
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 I believe it.
He
So
definitely saw something.
Scar asks, wait, so she's reptilian. What the fuck? I thought she was a victim. Who are we talking about? Are you talking about Wilder or are you talking about Diana?
Currently.
Well, neither her nor Diana were said to be reptilians. Diana was said to be part of the fucking, satanic ritual abuse arc. No, Arizona Wilder didn't claim to be a reptile, I don't think. She was bearing a reptile baby, but anyone could do that. That's easy.
Like, if the reptile baby, does it have to go like the reptile school? Like, is it autistic or what the fuck?
Well, it's just got to drink from a different water fountain. Otherwise, it's cool.
The term is differently abled, and she would have been in my special ed class.
Special ed class.
What, would you have bought her chocolates for Valentine's
Yeah,
Day?
yeah. I would have bought her. My first crush was a paraplegic.
I thought you were going to say your first crush was a little...
He cut out because he
that was
said
my
something
answer.
so fucking bad.
I was really hoping.
Okay, so You got no stronger opinions on Arizona Wilder than that? Do we think so?
I think she probably was fucking experimented on at the very least by something.
That's my thing.
I've
Is like
heard that.
I think a lot of people. Like, I think satanic ritual abuse is real. I think these sex slaves are real. Like with the Epstein
for
shit, it
sure,
only
yeah,
becomes more
that's
clear. So then I'm like, once again, I was saying with aliens, like, can they implant like whatever visions they want into your? Can they just have holograms? Can they just put it in your head? What do they do? Probably both. But like, did they actually shapeshift into reptiles? Because that's her claim, is that she was at rituals where they shapeshifted into reptiles before her very eyes. So it's like, can they make you think you're being abducted by aliens when really you're being experimented on in some government laboratory? Can they make you think that you're at a ritual with the Queen of England turning into a lizard?
Yes.
They can.
But
They
yeah,
can.
that's the thing too. Yeah, but like if these things transform into lizards, right? Wouldn't that just make them like Argonians?
Basically.
Yeah.
Me.
So you could
Just like-
so theoretically, if you went to one of these things, right, and you see like a lady Argonian reptilian, you could test the theory about
Bust the
what's in their
Argonian
tits.
maid.
Yeah, you could test what you could see if they
Yeah.
have his sap or if it's milk.
But the thing is, they're all like 100 years old, and so they're all dried up.
Yeah,
Get
maybe.
none. Get none.
No Argonian.
Pollock is gonna show up at Bohemian Grove to grow some tits, and it's gonna be nothing. Gonna be milking that poor Argonian lady for hours.
Scar says, like I said above, she doesn't seem like she's lying, at least. Not completely. She seemed really fucked up. That's kind of where I'm at, is like she probably was through some horribly traumatic shit. And like, it's the type of thing where like you couldn't fucking possibly like believe her at her word, but at the same time, like there's probably truth in there. He says she genuinely looks like someone who's seen some shit. Her eyes are broken.
Yep.
Excuse me. Yeah, she fucked up, dog. Just like all women. Christopher McLaughlin in the chat says, Argonian cloaca got y'all acting strange.
Let me take a hit off the friggin'.
Take a shit. Take a shit every time someone says cloaca.
I can't. I clogged the toilet.
I don't have that much poop in me, dude. I gotta get more poop. I gotta go to the store and get more poop if I'm gonna do that.
Recharge my poop supply.
Yeah. Oh, you still poop? I switched to fucking e-pooping.
Okay, poop sale.
Drop shipping.
I'm an insider trader.
Drop
I
shitting.
now
Drop
only sell
shitting.
crypto poops.
Drop shitting.
My poops are in the blockchain.
All right, let's go to video evidence of whatever the fuck. Not reptiles.
Video evidence.
We're gonna watch this creepy encounter.
Whoa!
What the fuck, dude? The horse knew it was there all along, bro. I literally don't fucking see anything. What am I supposed to be seeing?
Right there.
I literally see nothing.
There it
It's a
is.
screamer.
What? I don't see anything. I see nothing at all. I see a face kind of popping out on the right. Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be it?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
ducks back in, yeah.
Oh, geez.
And people are saying this is supposed to be a Sasquatch, but that doesn't look like a Sasquatch to me.
That looks like your typical woodland.
This is
Jew.
just
I would
like
candy.
the fucking Patterson Gimlin film, honestly. Got him on horseback. We killed their babies.
So you're saying this guy killed the Wendigo's babies?
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
This Red Dead Redemption 2 footage is pretty.
That 10,000% could be a Bigfoot. He'd be having
I mean, maybe. I don't
light
know.
color. He'd be light in color. Maybe a ball ass head. I don't know, but
It's something. It is fucking weird though. Like, look how it just ducks back in.
it's a vaguely weird video. Thanks, TikTok.
Rare Doro footage.
Rare Doro footage. This is Doro after visiting his
He's out
favorite.
from his lair, dude. He's gonna come back.
What's chat thing?
Finally got out
Spooky.
of the closet.
Spooky
like,
Wendigo.
Dora when he hasn't gone to the strip club for 2 days.
it's Dora.
Bucks.
He's withdrawing.
Take me to Bucks Platinum.
That's where he's going. Like the strippers from there, they'll be getting off work or whatever, and they'll be like hearing like echoes in the woods.
It's just him playing Overwatch.
Yeah, and then like they'll hear him run behind them, and they'll like look behind, and there's nothing there.
Oh, dude, I'm imagining like Doro at a strip club, duct taped to the ceiling, playing fucking Overwatch, dude.
No, the Overwatch main menu music.
Hell yeah, bruh.
He's gonna hack the Bluetooth speakers and just play fucking.
Bronan the Chad Barian says, looks kind of like a skull, maybe some kind of alien head akin to a gray. Feels fake, honestly. And that's how I feel about it. This is probably just some guy in a mask. Like,
I
yeah.
don't know. He's like real skinny though.
Is he though? Is he though? Is he
MJF.
though? There's no scale to any of this shit. That could be a big ass tree, and he could be further behind it, and it could be forced perspective, just like in Lord of the Rings when they did it right.
The eye holes kind of move.
Yeah, that dude, his iPad is fucking unplugged. It ain't even real.
I don't believe that's a real horse.
Watch it one more time for good measure, dude. That is,
That's not a real tree.
None of this is real.
it's all deep fake.
It's all
This is a
Israel.
government.
This is all an Overwatch, by the way.
I wish Overwatch was like this. I'd fucking play it, dude. Sick and tired of this crap.
This is right when Eowyn was cornered by the Nine.
Let's just say fuck it and watch fucking animal attack videos.
Based hog time.
Nice.
A hog segment.
Let's do it.
Dangerous buffalo attack. Caught on tape.
Indian hogs. Mm.
Yeah, this is one of them Indian hogs. You don't fuck with them, dude. Look at that boy. He strolls on in. This guy is like, what the fuck? Why is there water buffalo in here? But dude, you should probably go back inside, bro. I don't know what you're waiting for. What do you think this guy's waiting for?
Waiting to get a new fitted.
Here we go. This guy's, he's handling it. He's handling the situation at this point. The man has arrived, yes. Do not let him escape. Got him!
Got it.
What are you going to do now? Do you still have a plan, guy?
Hit him with the German suplex. dog.
He's staring at him like, really?
I can't imagine. Dude, he's still walking. Like, that in itself is unbelievable.
He went flying.
Dude, he's looking for the hole. He's making sure there's no hole in his abdomen. Oh! Oh, that's so nasty. Can I show this on motherfucking YouTube? Is that like...
I don't see any like guts hanging out.
Oh, it'd be bad, dude.
He's not feeling good though.
He needs some milk, dog.
That's a mean ass buffalo.
Dude, buffaloes are known for being pricks.
There's a door right behind him. He could get inside the door at any time.
Nice.
Someone's got to handle this fucking buffalo, dude. It's up to him.
Hit him with the mop. Oh, God.
God.
Smack him.
You need a replay of that.
What country do you think this is?
China.
This is China?
Definitely speaking Chinese.
I thought that was Argonian for a second.
They have buffalo in China.
Dog, there do be buffalo in Asia.
Is he getting yelled at for getting
Yeah, why? Yeah. Sir, why did you bring a buffalo here?
Did you bring your buffalo? You know how I feel about buffalo in the apartment.
Scolded by his disgusting wife.
Yeah. I told you not to bring
This man's life is just nothing but ills.
Hit him. Just smack him. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude! Unreal. Is he gonna win? He's gonna win in the end. The buffalo can't even take it, dude.
This is a battle. Come on, go, go, go.
Why would you walk up to it and start beating it?
Pissed off.
I'm just pissed. I'm so pissed right now. This buffalo sucks.
This buffalo is a load of ass.
Yeah.
The angry
What were they thinking?
What were they thinking?
Black.
That was a great retching sound.
What's funnier is the video's like ending, and it's like he just beat its ass and he's walking away.
What a
He's like, I know
winner.
he's not feeling good. He's like looking for the hole in it.
Dude, he was searching to make sure that he was not like fucking disemboweled.
Yeah.
Awesome. This guy rules.
He literally beat its ass and it ended. Good for him, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah. All right.
Still not as cool as the guy that fucking wrestled. That guy was Kino.
Lemon says he's just eating them blows. That's damn right. All the microplastics in the rice has created a superior Chinese person. Christopher in the chat says he couldn't let the buffalo make him look bad in front of his woman. That's basic red pill. It's true.
Yeah, he was. Can't get outshone by the bull.
Yeah, Pripsy bull. Okay, rattlesnake attack.
Nice. Oh,
Is that Kung Fu move? Are we calling out Kung Fu?
This is the tunnel Princess Di was sacrificed in.
Oh, so this is me on my wheelchair?
Yeah, and then he rides up on the royal family a little too fast, and they fucking take a swing at him.
My afternoon stroll.
Afternoon ass!
you have
Watch out, watch out!
snake. Where's Ocelot?
It's 4:30, honey. Time to eat my ass!
Bit out.
Got him. Did he got him over?
Nick! Watch out, watch out!
Should have got him with the wheels, dog.
Nick!
Try to see what kind of diamondback this is.
I have that problem too. My cock just hangs low and I roll over it.
Swing low. Sweet prolapse anus.
Look at his fucking tail.
Look at it.
That's a western diamondback, I think.
Oh!
Oh. This guy's awesome. You did not consent to be filmed right now.
Why are you?
No, that's not a diamondback at all. I don't, wait,
It could be
I'm
a
a-
timber rattler. Could be.
it could be a timber rattler. It could, I don't. There's like 5 different kinds of rattlesnakes alone that live in Arizona, so I don't fucking know.
I can get my helmet back.
Do they have a rover?
What's that?
Oh, it's just a camera.
See, I would have like caved this thing's head in with a rock.
Alright, we'll get one more.
Let it be, dog.
I
Oh.
can't tell you how many
Alright.
friggin' venomous water snakes I've like fucking killed over the years.
Let's move on to hogs. Hog time, dude. Hog time.
Nice.
Hog pills.
My favorite time.
The good hogs or the bad hogs?
Samika, this wild hog hunter even showed us the skull. You're going to see
She's a
that
wild
of a hog
do.
that he killed.
Nice.
We're going to see that in just a
Wow.
moment. He has plenty of experience, but even he says he's scared at times because these hogs can be vicious and they attack.
These are the top tusks and these are the bottom tusks.
And those tusks are razor sharp, Cajun Bob Thornberry says. This was a
Whoa, Thornberry again?
Nice. He's hunted
Yeah,
Wait,
hogs
wait.
for years and has
What?
some very stories.
Wait, I know this guy. Have we watched this video before?
No, we watched the one where he interviewed him after the black woman got eaten.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, remember that video where the
A black woman got eaten by hogs at Butthole Camp. It was a tragedy, dude. Fuck. Are you sure this guy wasn't hunting skunk apes too? I'm pretty sure he was hunting skunk apes. Whatever.
last name is Thunder. That's
He's
hilarious.
just there if the news needs a redneck.
Yeah.
They call him-
If you need a head gator, he's head gator apparently. It's what his shirt says. At least I believe him. What am I to argue with the head gator?
He's a crisis actor, bro.
Yeah.
Is the hog a crosses actor? The hog skull?
Hog zombie. What do you think his truck says? Hog zombie something.
Hog zombie. I can't read.
Sounds awesome. Whatever the fuck it is.
Hog this dude's a meme.
Wild hogs have chased Thornberry up a tree. He's vicious.
Okay, wait. Someone do a Thornberry impression. Someone do a Nigel Thornberry right
I
now.
don't remember that show.
Yeah, they attack the legs.
On Sunday, Christine Rollins was
Attack
attacked and
leg.
killed by wild hogs outside the home of an elderly couple she
That's how I
cared
got
for.
in wheelchair.
While
when
extremely
the hog
rare,
got
cases
me.
like this have been reported before. Thornberry says if you see wild hogs, do not approach them. They usually leave people alone, but if they're protecting babies or
Love
get
'em.
surprised, they can attack.
My heart goes out to the family because that's
My hogs go out to
one
them.
needs to have to go.
Christine Rollins was a mother and a grandmother, and she would have
Look
turned
at that
60
Kurgan
on Christmas
chin.
Day. Another tip from
Kurgan chin.
Thornberry: if you have a
This
wild
woman's
hog
like a
problem,
female
put up an
Conan.
electric fence that keeps them out,
She will be my
or
wife.
make sure you call someone with experience, a hog hunter, to take care of the problem.
Who you gonna call? Hog
Hey, they're
hunters.
modeling.
Oh damn, dude. I love Thornberry. I love hogs, bro. No, this video is like what to do if the video is titled "What to Do If You're Attacked by Feral Hogs." But like in all reality, it's like don't pet them, get blinds, call call the hog hunters.
Call the hog.
Drop kick him.
We gonna call
Boop
88.
boop.
Oh, 1-800-HOG hunter.
What would you do if you were trying to chase a lion and your prize leopard got attacked by hogs? These are boar. Ah! Oh my God! Ear rape, everybody! Look at that, dude. Just sick and tired of his fucking shit, bro.
Yo,
They do be eating on him.
what the f-
It's a
This is in
gnarly
India.
video. I wish, dude. It's always in India. Anytime anything cool happens.
anything awesome happens, it's in India.
They do eat meat.
That's so gnarly. I want more of this video. There's, dude, that's nasty.
So
Fuck, man.
His guts are
He's
hanging
getting
out
torn
of his
apart.
mouth.
I know.
His guts are hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, this isn't so much of an attack video as it is just like eating it alive. Like, dude.
Christ.
It's not alive, it's dead.
Yeah, well, you know, there might be a fucking
That's it.
pulse on that fucking thing. Who are you to judge? You're not a doctor.
That's a dead kitty.
No.
Kitty gone. Kitty go bye-bye.
Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Like, dude.
God damn
Fuck
it.
off. It's literally the blaring of a horn as hogs attack a fucking leopard. What the fuck, dude?
How's that copyright?
Dude, these horns in India copyrighted? No,
Hell
that
yeah,
don't
dude.
fucking sound right. All right, wild boar attacks him, man.
Probably.
Let me know if I got some fucking old ass videos in here. What's it telling me now? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Like, let me know if I'm still happening here. Everything looks good on my end. It just looks like they're fucking my day up, if I have to be honest. Like,
Let me see. Let me see. I'll try to fucking. Oh, this one's good.
Yo.
This is another Indian one. Oh.
think that guy's fucking okay? He's all right.
He's
Hell,
alright.
he's TKO, dog.
Get the sticks.
Rajesh, prepare the stick.
Get
Here they
the,
come. Look, there's the crowd.
Yeah.
get the ancestral
dog.
sticks, dude.
There
Look
it
at him
goes.
go,
Go
dude.
through the water.
What a fucking bro he is. Holy shit, dude. I want one of those. I really do want a pig. I want a pig badly.
He goes after the dog.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you, dog. You're not involved in this shit. Lets the dog be and just fucks this dude's day up. How's it feel to have your day fucked up, guy?
No, wait, they fucking threw a stick at him.
Dude, ancestral stick. I'm telling you, man.
That was awesome.
It works every time. It got rid of him, didn't it?
Well, pelt him with stones.
I love the way that boy runs away. I love that boy. Look at him. That's so cool. I love him.
I wish he was mine.
Wild hogs attack Montgomery County man and his dogs. Hit it. Look at this, dude. Look at this hog. I'll make this hog squeal right now.
As the county tries to reduce
My prize pig.
wild hogs in the area. Well, officials tell us wild hogs have been quite a problem for residents here in the area. This morning, a resident was awakened after one of the hogs was attacking his dogs. When the owner went outside to try and stop the fight, the hog charged at him. This all happened at around 4 a.m. this morning. The man ran to his porch and the hog started slamming into his back door, breaking it off the hinges. The wife of the man came out to see the commotion and the hog charged at her too. The homeowners were scared the hog would break the glass door in the back of the home, so the owner quickly ran to the garage to get a weapon, but he didn't want to fire off, risk hitting any of his neighbors. As the hog made its way to the garage, the owner fired his crossbow and killed the hog.
No, that just got way cooler.
Have been quite a problem for area residents, and now the county has even started.
That's so Chad, dude. The Chaddest thing I've ever heard. It might be. It almost might be the fucking like. It's the most Indo-Aryan thing I've ever heard in my life. Is what I'm trying to say.
Areas depending on the need. So far, the county has been able to euthanize several pregnant hogs. As for the homeowners from last night, they were able to escape with no major injuries. Anayeli Ruiz.
Yeah, okay. You're trying way too hard there, lady. Don't push it. Don't push it.
Use Neanderthal for it.
If you roll your fucking tongue again, I'm gonna come.
Wild.
I'll just come, dude. Don't try to stop me. Can't.
The hogs do be coming.
Let's watch this other video. It has nothing to do with anything.
Do you ever go back to Zoe 101?
Never in a million years.
Never in a million years.
Sorry. Never in a million years.
Yeah.
Never. I mean, it was so traumatic. I would be triggered just day one. Well, I want to make Nick safe for kids because in my personal experience working on Zoe 101.
So this is an actress from a Nickelodeon show, Zoe 101, saying she would never.
The one with the feet
pics.
Yeah.
Feet pics. Didn't feel safe there because fucking Dan Schneider is sucking toes.
Didn't feel safe. I didn't feel like Nickelodeon was protecting me or had my best interest in mind. And so after hearing so many different stories from different Nick stars, it just feels like enough is enough. And so we're here today trying to make a change in Nickelodeon. It's pretty triggering to be here at Nickelodeon today. I didn't even sleep last night. But I mean, I think anyone is redeemable if they actually do the right things moving forward, but they haven't even given a comment. And I find that just really awful because Jeanette and all of us deserve an apology. We really do.
I feel like a lot of this fucking Dan Schneider shit with Nickelodeon is like coming out now.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. Why? Because fucking Britney Spears' sister is of age now? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Usually
Anytime's good, right?
New World Order takes out their own.
Go on.
He didn't follow the rules. He did something wrong, so therefore they're allowing him to.
I don't really disagree with that, but this feels like another like Epstein or Weinstein situation. Now, here I have an article from 9 days ago. New allegations against producer Dan Schneider include hypersexual practices at Nickelodeon. I'll read this while I have it up. Let's fucking do this bit. But a lot of the time, it feels to me like a ritual scapegoat. The same way the scapegoat was used to put the ancient Hebrews would put their sins onto this goat, and they would send it out into the wilderness, basically exile it from their community. And it was, it was all symbolic of getting rid of their sins. But now I feel like a lot of these people who are getting hit for all the sexual stuff, it's because they need a scapegoat. And you can take that both in the figurative sense or in this ritualistic sense. That these people, like, they know what they're guilty of, and they got some asshole to fucking carry the water and fucking be a useful idiot this whole time. But at a certain point, all of this stuff becomes very obvious. They need a scapegoat, and it becomes the guy that they and in a way, I do agree that, like, people probably didn't like Epstein, and, like, these are probably the assholes who fuck up. These are the perfect people to put at the head of your fucking weird child sex ring. It's gonna get broken up eventually. You're gonna have to fucking... Someone's gonna have to get narked out. Someone's gonna have to fucking get some repercussions. And it's that scapegoat that they chose. So it doesn't necessarily, in my mind, mean they did anything wrong. It was just that someone had to be the guy who took the fall.
Perhaps.
Pressure valve moment.
You know, the thing about Epstein, too, is I'm sure there are thousands and thousands of agents like him operating like fucking everywhere. And we just know about him because he got caught. He got sloppy.
That's another thing is, like, when they get rid of an Epstein, they're going to get a new Epstein.
He did get sloppy. He got a lot of sloppy.
There's no... I don't think there's any way not to... Well, like, it's a joke, but it's also legit. But, like, there's no way not to get so sloppy that someone catches on. You know what I mean? Epstein was a joke in political circles for years. Everybody knew. Everybody fucking knew, but it was joked about. And that's how you know, like, someone's going to take the fall.
Yep.
Right.
So
and I also heard he was an asshole. Like he was.
I believe it. I 100% believe they put the assholes in these positions to take the fall.
Your local Sonic drive-thru employee is one of the child traffickers. Go to your local Sonic.
Look, all I'm saying is that I once went to a pizza shop called Pizza Tega. Pizza, T-E-G-A. And if you just rearrange the letters, shit gets weird. I don't know what they had under the building, but it's serious.
The only thing worthwhile getting at Sonic is their mozzarella sticks.
Boo.
That will be redacted.
So,
let's go into the fucking article here. An investigation into Dan Schneider, a former top producer at Nickelodeon who was let go in 2018, has shed light on new allegations of misconduct during his reign at the children's cable network, where he allegedly fostered a maddening, disgusting, controlling little bubble. Now, it is known that Dan Schneider is he's associated with Brian Peck, I want to say, who was like a producer on all that back in the day. If you're a true 90s fan like me, you will remember all that. That's where they raped the fucking child stars or whatever, and Brian Peck fucking went to prison for a while. But then he was rehired by Nickelodeon. All shit that happened. Fucking Brian Peck was raping the female cast members on all that. Whatever. The business... So my point in saying that is that, like, this shit... Like, it's confirmed that this shit is happening. It's already confirmed. It's just a matter of, like, who can we prove is involved. And it's like, if we know anything from Epstein and Weinstein and shit, it's like, not many people. We're gonna stop the fucking buck at this fat guy. We'll never investigate it again. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. We did a trial, but no one was arrested.
Dude, Nickelodeon investigated itself and found itself innocent.
Yeah.
Just like the CIA.
Yeah. The Business Insider story, published Tuesday, reported how Schneider, who was once described by the New York Times as the Norman Lear of children's television, I don't understand the reference, allegedly insisted on hypersexualized content on his shows, the most revealing teen costumes in male-dominated writers' rooms, and that he also asked for on-set messages. Or I misread that. Massages. On-set massages. Okay, you can't blame me for reading that wrong. I'm trained not to see pedophilia everywhere, okay? So I'm trying to live my life here. The piece said that the showrunner created an uncomfortable, bizarre environment that he ruled over like a fiefdom. Fiefdom? Fiefdom?
Fiefdom.
Fiefdom. Fiefdom.
Feetum.
Feetdom. Who's gonna be my... Okay, which one of you girls is gonna be my feet dom? Alright.
Oh, no.
Who's gonna come over here and step on me in high heels? My ball. Step on my ball.
You're not doing it.
It comes on the heels, no pun intended, of parallel comes on the heels of parallel allegations against an unnamed creator in iCarly star Jeanette McCurdy's best-selling memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died. Nice. I hate all these people. So yeah, the unnamed creator, I guess, is assumed to be Dan Schneider, who was a big part of iCarly. Writers, actors, and crew members told Insider that they were disturbed by sexualized scenes in Schneider's scripts, such as a goo pop shot on Zoe. A goo pop shot on Zoe 101 that mimicked a sex act and involved a young Jamie Lynn Spears. Dude, I think it might be. Maybe it's wrong to have the fucking money shot with Jamie Lynn Spears and the Nickelodeon. Come the fuck on, guys. Fucking hate these people. And here's the sad part: is like Nickelodeon is a big part of my childhood. And when I think of the golden age of Nickelodeon, I don't think of like live action TV shows. I think of like creator driven cartoons, and they were really good creator driven cartoons made by pedophiles.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I don't know. Ren and Stimpy, dude. To be honest, Ren and Stimpy has formed like half of my fucking sense of humor. Half of what I like in aesthetics and shit.
I actually think that show was produced by a Ukrainian guy.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I've read that. He was like Ukrainian descent. The guy who like wrote fucking.
The guy who made Ren and Stimpy was John Kay. John Kay is not Ukrainian. Maybe of Ukrainian descent.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Are you We Was Kingsing fucking Ren and Stimpy right now?
It was a giant Ukrainian conspiracy.
You're telling me John Kay was a Scythian?
A Scythian. A Scissorpian.
Scissorithian.
Schizoidian.
Another instance involved a teenage Victoria Justice having food rubbed on her bare stomach in Victorious online extras. Schneider also... It's all fetish shit. Dude, fucking these Nickelodeon live action shows are built on fetish shit. And it's been so obvious. It's just like the Epstein thing, where it's just a joke. I disagree with that. I can see where that's coming from, and it was made obvious when Ren and Stimpy, like, they did the adult party cartoon show or whatever on Spike at some point. It was like an adult cartoon, obviously. So that was all fetish shit. Nonstop. And it's clear where John Kay's mind was. But when he was reined in, like, at Ren and Stimpy originally, I think some of that shit is fucking fantastic because it had to play on, like, the psychological plight of Ren so often, which I think is the most disturbing shit, which I fucking love. But it had to, like, go in, like, a psychological horror direction when he couldn't just put, like, gay jokes and tits everywhere. But I think that's why Ren and Stimpy was so good, because it was reined in. It's another one of those things like fucking Star Wars or whatever. And yeah, when he was left to his own devices, he was just a weird pedo fucking fetish dude. No doubt. No doubt. Where was I? Schneider also allegedly created a hostile work environment and traumatized many. The accuser said, all while curating some of the most coveted child acting gigs of the early 2000s. Representatives for Nickelodeon did not comment Wednesday, and a representative for Schneider did not respond to the LA Times request for comment. However, Business Insider repeatedly cited a person close to Schneider who refuted several of the allegations, saying that all costumes were seen and approved by dozens of people, including the parents of the actors and the state-licensed teachers on set. And I absolutely believe that. Like, yeah, they're all in on it, I know. That he never fired a 6-year-old on set. You suck. In 1965, I walked Bob Dylan on stage, and you suck. You get lessons. You suck.
Oh, that's the trumpet fight guy. Yeah, the little goblin dude.
Oh.
Like literally, Lord of the Rings. If they just needed to cast a live action goblin inside the mountains, they should have just hired that guy and like painted him green.
That he would include some jokes intended for the parents. and that he regrets ever asking anyone for massages, and agrees it was not appropriate, even though it only happened in public settings. Look, while you were watching, you were jerking off in the corner, so I don't know what the problem is.
Everybody watches feet massages.
Holy shit, dude! It just gets worse.
They pick the fungus out between his toes with their tongues.
Yeah, because I heard Epstein or Weinstein liked to.
It's like gummies. It's like gummies.
It's like gummy candies. It's like gummies.
Jibril in the chat says, pretty much everyone I know and people I work with agree the world is run by pedophiles, and they hate it, but they know no one can do anything about it. People do care. They just know the people in power have too much of an important role, and will turn all of this off if we even try to stop them. They'd rather let the whole world burn than give up. I don't understand that last sentence. The way I see it, the world's going to burn either way. And I feel guilty about this empire I'm a part of. I see how evil it is.
Yeah.
As soon as technology and all this is destroyed, the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
And I
go
can't
back to a Bronze Age.
I can't
style
advocate
of
the things I want here. I can't do it. It's not possible for me to do without having repercussions.
Return to the step.
Total dark age.
Look, I'll tell you this. I tried to get the mass shooter stands on the show. I tried. Get them to say stupid shit, not me. Look, cut down the tall trees. cut down the tall trees.
Cut down the tall trees.
I can say cut down the tall trees, right? There's nothing wrong with saying cut down the tall trees.
Throwing car batteries in the ocean.
Yeah, that's legal and encouraged.
Don't think Paul gets the reference.
Cut down the tall trees. Cut them down. Cut down the tall trees. Cut down.
Oh yeah, that was the friggin'
It don't matter what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It's all in the past now. Maybe in the future. Could be you.
Could be me.
Cut down the tall trees.
Cut down the post office.
Am I out of content? I think I'm out of content. Do we have anything else to talk about?
We're gonna watch Rwandan genocide footage now.
Huh?
Yes.
Can we do that?
What? The Rwandan genocide? Dude, all I'm saying is that these fucking Tutsis, I don't know about these guys. Keep paying them $10 million a fucking day? A day? That's a lot of money.
Going to us.
Jibril says, they want controlled burns, culls. But if they aren't allowed to be the parasites they are, they'd just nuke it all. Like a bank robber with a bomb vest.
Good. Let them. We want to
nuke the whales, dude. I'm team nuke the whales at this point. Just do it. What about the Wendigo shit? What do you want me to say? The video sucked.
I don't know. It looked half decent, and that's pretty good for this day and age. So,
yeah.
Generally, so much shit is just bad now. Like the fakes, like the only good ones are from like the Middle East.
Yeah, that video wasn't. It's not that bad. I'm extremely fucking jaded at this point. I want to sit here, fucking be like, cut down the tall trees, and just do that for 2 hours. I can't do that, dude. But people would probably pay me if I could. That's all I care about is cutting down trees, dude. I hate them.
Sycamores, birch,
sweet gum,
willows.
Did you hear about the large cats spotted through Michigan hanging out around urban areas? I have. More alien big cats phenomenon that was most. Yeah, it was very common in like in England, and then like in Australia, it's pretty common. It's been showing up more and more in the U.S. as time goes on, no doubt. And you know, I'm a big proponent of like animals escape from menageries. Like fucking rich people have like menageries with animals in them, and they fucking escape. That's always happened. I think that's what the Beast of Gévaudan was an escaped hyena. I think it was a striped hyena, an escaped striped hyena. Because it fits the description perfectly. And, like, why couldn't there be one hyena that's totally out of place? Like, it makes perfect sense to me.
And then you get like they had the what was it? There were lions in Europe up until relatively recently, and tigers too.
Yeah.
Like and before, like past Roman times, like early medieval times, there were still lions in Greece and still like in the Caucasus Mountains. Like in Georgia, the country, and Armenia, that area.
That
So
place, that fucking place.
yeah, and then there were tigers like near the Urals at that time. So big cats existing in Europe is like gone extinct relatively recently compared to like, and then we have mountain lions in America, so we still have a big cat here.
And
we have zero pussy.
No, I don't. Now, like Jibril's saying in the chat here, technically, he says, technically not panthers. There is no difference between cougars and panthers. And that's true. It is just like a coloration difference. Yep. That's what I've heard, at least. But like the mutation for having like a black mountain lion, like that's still in their genetics. That wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what these are, because I've seen one in an urban area before. I was going to Houston, and I was like almost into the city limits of Houston, and we passed this little field that was next to like a rest stop or whatever, and there was one in the field just standing there.
It's right by my
big old
house.
tan mountain lion. Yep.
That's awesome. So where we go? I want to get more of what chat's saying here. I skipped a bunch of it. So Jibril says, large black cats have been spotted, and I personally have seen one. Supposedly, large cats can migrate all the way from South America to Canada. I absolutely do believe that.
Yeah, mountain lions, because mountain lions live in Argentina all the way up to like Alaska.
And if you consider, like, I don't know, I consider what I've been told about my area. It's like I will never see a bear, a wolf, a mountain lion. I'll never see that shit where I'm at. However, they do say there's like a bear every fucking 10 square miles. I don't know if that shit's true, and I've seen some gigantic coyotes. Gigantic coyotes. Like, I believe the coy wolf shit because I've seen these big-ass coyotes, dude.
Well, someone was saying that there was an East Coast mountain lion actually spotted in Pennsylvania like 3 years ago.
There was a mountain lion spotted not far from where I'm at in South Jersey.
Interesting. So maybe they're not
there.
entirely extinct on the East Coast.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like there's so much that we don't see. These things they tend to notice us before we notice them, and they're not really available. But like they're around, so it's not surprising that like there could be some animal that's just like totally out of its range that's just migrating through.
I've seen personally in my life, I've seen probably like 5 of them. So 5 mountain lions. I've said there's plenty here. I mean, I'm sure none of them were the same one.
And they're delicious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat one. They're like a cat. I don't like eating predators. That's like a.
It's not kosher, you're saying.
It's not.
I got this weird thing with like the most meat eating thing I want to eat is like a hog or a fish.
Jibril says, technically not panthers. There is no difference between. I just read that already. There is potential for Florida is overrun with monkeys and shit because of people's pets and zoo escapes. So there is potential for a monkey to just be in our woods vibing, snatching babies. I've hunted a lot as a kid. Black bears are so quiet they can be 5 feet from you and you wouldn't know. And young black bears hang out in trees to stay away from the older bears who want to kill them. So they're around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually this brutal video, and it's friggin' horrible, but there's a bear den, and it's like a black bear has like made a den and had her cubs in it, and there's like a grizzly bear that's like trying to eat her cubs, and she's like trying to fight the grizzly bear, but there's like nothing she can do because it like outweighs her by like 300 or 400 pounds, and yeah, it just drags her cubs out and starts eating them.
Nature.
As you do.
Find that video, Yak. Is that the video you were just talking about? It's spaced out. The video where the bears get eaten.
I've seen it. I don't have it, and probably YouTube because it's old. I saw this in like 3 or 4 years ago.
It sounds sad.
You're talking about the
it is sad. It's a brutal video, dude. Like, it just goes to show you, like, nature does not care. Like, if you're weak, something will try to eat you.
If you're in a wheelchair, you're screwed. Gonna
But you just
die.
got to build a better wheelchair in that case. You got to get you some all-terrain tank tread so you can just run the bears over.
We have the technology.
Yeah.
We got bear physics.
They're gonna make a Marvel. They're gonna make a Marvel soy character from Mod.
Shit, yeah.
No, the main. Okay, this is what pissed me off. I went to the Pokemon movie the first day with my sister. Oh, who the villain was? Anglo schmuck in a wheelchair trying to possess Mewtwo so we could walk again. That was the villain. I never...
Fuck that guy, dude. Fucking can't stand that dude. I'm glad Ash fucking curb stomped him at the end of the fucking movie, dude. If it didn't have that, I would have just thrown my popcorn at the fucking screen and left.
This is bullshit.
Dude, tears brought the Pokemon back to life again. No, we need Ash fucking in there just like wailing on guys. Just fucking brutalizing Giovanni. Where were we?
Giovanni. So it's like, is Chris Chan dimensionally merged with Ash yet?
Ash Ketchum, he couldn't even beat the gym leaders. They had to give them their badges because he's a pussy.
He could never be Sonichu's Pokemon master.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is Ash Ketchum suck, and why did he have all his badges given to him as gifts for being a pussy?
Because he has no dad.
Fuck.
he's a product of a single mom.
Any Chris Chan updates? Let's see what I can find as far as a Chris Chan update.
Didn't he escape from jail?
Yeah, he did actually escape
Yeah, he
from
broke
jail. I'm
out.
trying to find the latest news on that right now.
I heard he's like hanging out with Bigfoot. Bigfoot's teaching him the ways of nature.
He's chilling out with Obama.
So okay, so
Big twinks.
After he escaped, so he claimed that after his escape, while riding on a train boxcar in North Carolina, he disarmed an armed man he either called a railway detective or a railway brakeman, whom he then forced to rape a hobo at gunpoint and threw them off the train. Yeah, so then he made his way to Oregon, where he's now living as a logger, going by the alias of Jack Allen.
Jack Allen.
Yeah, at some point, he fucking stole President Taft's pistol. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, you see, that's Sonichu's special weapon.
Yeah, so he stole a large amount of jewelry and bonds, as well as Taft's Colt M1911 45 caliber handgun.
I heard he beat some dude up. Beat some dude to death on a boat.
Yeah, with money stolen from Taft, he bought a yacht. He lured sailors away from New York City bars, got them drunk, raped them, and shot them with Taft's pistol. Then dumped their bodies near Execution Rocks Light in Long Island. He claimed to have had killed 10 men. The sailor murders ended only after the yacht ran aground and sank near Atlantic City, during which his last two potential victims escaped to parts unknown.
So does that mean he's growing in power, and soon we'll have to worry about a nomadic warlord, Chris Chan?
Yeah.
It's like Highlander rules. Every time he rapes a sailor, he gets stronger.
He steals their life essence.
It's all the semen.
He's basically Dio. He's basically Dio from Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom Blood. I am destined to fight him and lose.
Trying to find more shit I can fucking read. Okay, so when Chris Chan, so he had his goddess logs in jail. A lot of people know about that. He was writing about his time in jail, but like he began his goddess logs in a statement that read, "In my lifetime, I have murdered 21 human beings. I've committed thousands of burglaries, robberies, larcenies, arsons, and last but not least, I've committed sodomy on more than 1,000 male human beings. For all these things, I'm not in the least bit sorry."
Base.
He sent this letter to Josh, right? Farms got taken down.
Yeah.
By the way. My final message.
My final message.
Goodbye.
Oh, holy shit, dude. Classic content. So yeah, just before Chris Chan was hung, before they hanged him, as officers attempted to place a customary black hood over his head, he spat in the executioner's face. When asked for any last words, he responded, "Yes, hurry it up, you Hoosier bastard. I could kill a dozen men while you're screwing around, you troll, you hater." He was then buried in Leavenworth Penitentiary Cemetery, where his grave is marked only with his prison number. What's the universe number? I can't think of it. It's marked only as
C192345556.
Oh God. Damn, Chris Chan Lore's weird, dog.
I know, it's crazy.
Where's the part where he captures Barb?
That was
the last arc, dude. That was the last arc before he got arrested.
Final arc.
Alright.
That was the last arc before the eclipse happened.
The dimensional merge is coming.
You could do a Dave Chappelle accent, I feel, Lemon says in the chat. Maybe next time I'll work on my Dave Chappelle. What is Dave... Rick James! I don't fucking know. There's my Dave Chappelle impression. Send me money. Pay me now.
Buy some shirts.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy the I'm Rick James bitch t-shirt. Oh God, let's fucking end this goddamn stream. We're out of content. Thank you everybody in the chat. I think this stream went fucking well. And let's keep it short and sweet, boys. Godspeed. It's been 2 hours. We fucking been there and back. So yeah, thank you Scar, thank you Lemon, thank you Jibril. Why don't you do YouTube Shorts? Believe me, I'm thinking about it. It requires more time. I want to do that shit. I want to do that sort of shit. Believe me, I got ideas for it for 1-minute videos, like just explaining like random conspiracy theories from like the 2010s and shit. Like I can make a lot of content out of that. I just got to apply myself. I have to be able to edit videos on my phone. I don't know how to do that. I don't have a program for it right now. I feel like I have to pay for a program. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But until next time, go to yakobees.com, hit that merch tab, buy shirt. Listen to podcasts. Podcast scene is dead, by the way. Everyone knows it. Patreon.com/yakovalive to come hang out in the Discord. At Skinwalker Gang on Twitter. I'm on the Fediverse. At Yakov. At KiwiFarms.cc. At Yakov. At POA.st. I'm there. I'm on the Fedi. Go on the Fedi. Love the Fedi. Help Yakov get them programs. That's right, Christopher, in the chat. And with that, I bid a whoop whoop to you all. Getting the fuck out of here. Give him a whoop whoop, everybody. Whoop whoop.